Welcome back to the channel, Lockdown Lunacy. Let's have a chat. Let's have a watch and let's have a chat. Look at the headline on this. 14-year-old boy from Birmingham charged with Redditch Asda murder of Ian Kawan. Okay.
I really appreciate you joining me today, and this is some local news about a murder that took place in Redditch, and 8 teenagers from Birmingham have been arrested for it. The story broke on March the 8th, and the police have identified
8 teenagers. And Asda supermarket. That's just when you've just lost the plot. When you're doing things like that, you've just technically lost the plot. You've absolutely got nothing left. At the flip of a hat, boom, in broad daylight. I mean, I'm not saying it's good to do it in the shadows of the dark, but you've not even got that thought in your mind. There's no care for any consequences or any repercussions. Just do it. Is it the fact because it's 14-year-old kids, they just don't understand what they're doing? Is that it? You don't understand the ramification of what is actually happening here.
the victim as Ian Kawan, aged 53 years old.
54?
He was stabbed to death, they said, outside Asda supermarket, and
53.
the police this afternoon confirmed they arrested 8 teenagers on suspicion of murder, and 2 other teenagers were arrested on the 9th. All of them remain in police custody, and they are urging 3 others to hand themselves in.
Hold up. There's 3 more. There's 11 kids. And they are kids. Fuck me. How is this possible? How is this possible? Think of all the parents involved there. They must be absolutely mortified. They must be absolutely mortified. Yeah, you probably got some that don't give a monkey's whatever. But on the whole, I'm going to imagine they got parents like mine. If I was one of these boys, one of these 11 teenagers, my mum would just, I don't know how she would handle it. She just wouldn't be able to handle it. Oh, she would, but why would I do that to my mum? The devastation, and then there's the devastation that all these kids have done to Ian's family. The thoughts from the parents of these 11 teenagers towards Ian's family. They must be devastated. That's just running amok and not giving an absolute toss about nothing.
The Kawan was stabbed at 7:20 on Tuesday evening as 6 youths all from the South Birmingham area were in the local area at the time. Formal identification is yet to take place, but Mr. Kawan's family have agreed to publish his name. West Mercia police said that officers are continuing to investigate the death of a man in Redditch. The family is being supported at this difficult time, and forensics are carrying out a search in the local area, and police will give an update as soon as possible. So my condolences to the family of Ian. In the latest update in relation to the murder of Ian, police have already charged a 14-year-old boy with his murder. He's appeared in Kidderminster Magistrates Court, and 11 teenagers have been arrested so far. In some news coming from Liverpool, a story that literally broke a few hours ago shows teenagers smashing a car window, and the driver gets so frustrated that he ends up driving his car at the teenagers, trying to injure them. He misses both times, and due to the frustration, he then resorts to reversing the car into the house.
What's this? I've seen this.
Outside. This causes significant damage to the property.
This is crazy.
And it's not known as to whether anybody was injured in this incident as well.
People are losing
no police
the
reports
plot.
yet or newspaper coverage.
Lockdown
so
lunacy.
Oh
my
that story,
goodness me. Are you kidding me, son?
But it also goes to show as well that sometimes people just get angry. It doesn't matter.
Oh my, people, yeah, exactly. People have had enough. Boiling fucking point. Boiling point. We're fucking losing the plot. That geezer. Well, does he know that it's not like some kids sitting in the front room watching some cartoons or something, eating their lunch or whatever? And he just backed straight in. Straight in. Look how far he went in. Look how far he went in.
So when there is an official statement on that story, I definitely follow it up. But it also goes to show as well that sometimes people just get angry. It doesn't matter how many cameras are around. Some people get so frustrated and fed up with things that they just resort to violence.
What the fuck is going on, peeps? Another young man. Gone. This 14-year-old kid here. So he's going to do what? He'll be doing 20 years? 20 years. I don't know if you're 14 years old and you're listening to this. 20 years ain't good. You do a year inside. You think you come out. I think things have moved on. A lot of stuff's happened. You do 20 years though, and you come out at 34. Life's over, mate. Life's over. There's a lot of things that you could try and chase that you didn't get to do, but at 35, that stuff's over. You've only got the 35-year-old lifestyle now, and that's middle-aged. And you will feel different. You won't come out different. You won't come out the same, because prison will change you. And all of that life inside a fucking prison. I'm just shocked at how easily, at the flick of a fingers, boom, the kids are just chuck your life away. Just chuck it. There's no PlayStation tonight for that kid. There's no McDonald's. He's not going out hanging out with his mates. Life done. I mean, the lunacy is just crazy. The lunacy is just crazy. These two here are disgusting. They are disgusting people. There's another one just off screen here to the right, Logan Mwangi. He was 5. Another kid. This one, hold on, where is it? Here we go.
I really appreciate you joining me today, and these are some updates coming from London. Thank you to Dave Nathan for his coverage from
so this really happened quite near me.
The 8th of February 2022. It was a fatal stabbing incident that
and the guy who lost his life, Bartek Wyszykowski. I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong, but I think it's Bartek Wyszykowski. When I saw his picture, I've seen this young man around because I drive these roads. I drive all of these roads, all around these roads every single day.
And you could see evidence that they tried to save his life.
21 years old.
Stood cordon overnight as the
Gone.
forensics took more evidence to gather for the later investigation. In the morning, there was still a large police cordon across 2 parts of
And I don't know if you're familiar with the area, but this is probably less than, let me see, it's less than 2 miles, or a mile, about a mile from where Sabina Nessa was killed.
And this is what they'll do if they're trying to find knives and things that people have disposed of.
I'm going to leave a link to this video in the description if you want to watch it. But it's another murder. It's another young child who's lost.
And he was only 21 years old.
21. As soon as I see this guy's picture, I've seen him before. You can't forget a face and hair like that. God, I remember seeing him somewhere. I don't know where, but I remember seeing him somewhere. My condolences go out to his family, friends and loved ones. It's absolutely heartbreaking. This needs to stop. It absolutely needs to stop.
This isn't the only fatal murder this week in London. The other one took place in North London. The papers have said this is the first teenager that was murdered in London in 2022. Police identified the victim as Donovan Allen from Enfield, and they've made a second arrest in relation to it. They released a statement to say that an 18-year-old male was arrested on Wednesday the 9th of February, and this was on suspicion of murder, and he's held at a North London police station.
I'm going to leave a link to all the videos. I've watched them already. His last words to his mum or his grandmother or his uncle, one of those was, I think it might have been his mum or his auntie. His last words were he'd got up that morning and he'd done his 40 sit-ups or push-ups, and he said his Lord's Prayer, and he said, "Oh, I'm doing good, you know, Mum." Oh. And the guy who's done this to Donovan, he's 18 years old. He is 18 years old. So you're going to do 20 years. You'll be coming out when you're nearly 40. Life's over, mate. Life's over. The real golden years of your life, the real good golden years, when you're feeling a certain way and you've got that youthfulness about you. Mid-30s, it's on the wane, big time. When you get to near 40, it's like, oh, well, I can't be doing this no more, I can't be doing that no more. Then you're slowly getting up, you get a few knee aches, you get a little backache, all that old stuff. Yeah. Your golden years are around your 20. It's just to spend that in a prison. It's such a permanent solution to what, if we were to look at these situations, is very much a temporary problem. Who's going to stop this? Come on, who's going to stop this? If there's young people going to watch this, who's going to stop this? Who's going to stop this? Law? The law? What, the government? No, they just come along and clean up, mate. They ain't going to stop it. The police? Social workers? Council? Parents? Uncles? Aunties? Nieces? What's going to make you stop? What's going to make you stop? Because at the end of the day, it's all going to just come down to you. It's just going to come down to you. All those other bodies and all those other people that I've mentioned, they could all do what they can in their capacity. But at the end of the day, it's going to be down to you. There's going to be no one there to hold your hand. You're going to be making these decisions, and this is going to be down to you lot to sort yourselves out. You're relying on the government, relying on family, relying on the police, social council, whatever, courts. No, it's going to come down to you. They can all do their bit to their 100% capabilities, but it will be down to you. Rest in peace, Bartak, and rest in peace, Donovan. My condolences go out to your family and friends. That's it for me. Lockdown Lunacy.